Let's take a deeper look at David Njoku. Physical tight end, high point the ball, decent at blocking, not the greatest route runner, plays with some leverage, good feet in and out of his transitions, strong hands, and not afraid. Confident route runner, by the way. High point the ball pretty well, give a great catch radius for the quarterback to throw the ball at, and he makes the quarterback better. He does. And when I look at his film, I see that he's not shy, not afraid to go against the best. This is David Njoku versus Jamal Adams. Physical at the top of his release, get the separations, and able to score a touchdown. Made Jamal Adams his baby. Even though Jamal Adams grabbed a little face mask, he's still able to disengage, use those strong hands that he have and arms to break him loose and get the separation. Right here, Jamal get a fistful of his face mask, right? But he's still confident to complete his route, breaks free. And you're talking about social distance, man, he got that all in a bag right here. Social distance right here. Create the separation, put 6 points on the board. I like what I'm able to see. Confident, not afraid to line up mano-a-mano against a defensive back on the edge here, creating the mismatch. The guy's physical enough, tall enough to create that type of mismatch here and catch the ball, high point the ball, and just abuse the actual cornerback that's underneath. I like seeing that out of a tight end and being a quarterback best friend, catching a little dump off pass and physically pushing his way to the end zone. Shout out to the offensive lineman to help him out. That's physical, playing through the echoes of the whistle. You want to be able to disguise. You have to be able to block, showing that he's engaging and disengage to get the ball in the hand right here is everything. Throwing the opposition off and still able to travel upfield and put money on the board. You got to be physical at the point of contact and have strong hands. And trust me when I say this, being able to make it his business to abuse the safety. I love what I'm able to see one-on-one onto the outside. You got to figure out a way to put a nickel corner or a safety on him because a linebacker, it's just that he is too fast for a linebacker, too shifty for a linebacker, and he will create those type of situations as it relates to mismatching. On this particular play, he lines up in the I formation. They flex him out onto the outer edge at the last minute, forces the opposition to put a cornerback on him, which will create the mismatch from the jump. Cornerback versus a David Njoku is a mismatch, high points the ball, and able to bring it in for 6 points. I like the physical, aggressive nature of David Njoku, and I see where Cleveland Brown was able to utilize him and line him up anywhere on the field, creating that mismatch and then allowing them the ability to take advantage of that particular opportunity. As a tight end, you would love to be able to take a vertical seam route. You got to have deceptive speed. You got to show that you're willing to bounce it to the outside, and you got to know how to hold the opposition. Now, great pass by the quarterback to drop it right into the breadbasket, and of course, splitting the defense right here. This is a difficult throw. The quarterback is able to make this pass here, and David, understanding that he will get hit, compresses his body, gets small, and still strong enough to carry the guy in for the 6 points. I love what I'm able to see off of that. And when you're talking about David versus a linebacker, able to misuse the linebacker. Remember, linebackers don't have those fluid hips, and it's a difficult situation for them, especially when you're talking about free releases. That is just a layup for David. I think that he brings that type of temperaments to the table, deceptive enough to line up on the line, and on top of that to bring that linebacker in close enough and for him to actually pause the safety for a fraction of a second. Bad pass by the quarterback, but this is why your tight end will be the quarterback best friend. Making necessary adjustments and holding that safety in the middle of the field just for a fraction of a second, because you really don't know whether or not he's going to run on the out edge there or he's going to just run a vertical seam route. And when you think about it, bad pass, but he able to make adjustments to the ball while it's in the air and squeezes this in for a touchdown. I like what I'm able to see out of a David Njoku. The reason why he's on the market is because he's not satisfied with the Browns' contract situation, and everybody knows when you not satisfied with the contract, all you got to do is mention the Dallas Cowboys. Drew Rosenhaus is his agent, so Drew is an aggressive agent. And I tell people all the time, if you want to gain leverage, if you want people to pay extra attention to you, mention the Dallas Cowboys, and everybody else will be, hey, let's take a real good look at this guy. Let's see what he can do out there on the field. And I think that is the angle. This is a leverage situation. If the Dallas Cowboys are interested in David Njoku, he will be penciled in as the number 2 tight end. I think that Blake Jarwin would still be the number 1 tight end. Nevertheless, if they want to fight for that position, remember, Mike McCarthy knows tight end plays. He loved tight end plays, and he pretty much started off as a tight end in high school and college or what have you. So I think that Mike McCarthy can identify talent with the tight end, and he will see where he can go at as it relates to Mike McCarthy thinking that he can utilize a David Njoku in conjunction with a Blake Jarwin. Now, this particular team, the Dallas Cowboys, already explosive enough with a Sedarian Lamb who can line up in the inside, with an Amari Cooper on the outside, and on top of that with a Michael Gallup. Now, is this an overkill as far as talent-wise? I would never say that, because I'm always looking at depth purposes. I'm always looking at how to better your best. Is David Njoku a better recipe than a Blake Bell? Yes. If David Njoku is a better route concept runner than a Blake Jarwin, I don't know. Got to put a big placeholder on that. Nevertheless, if it's an opportunity to have both or all three, Blake Bell, Blake Jarwin, and as well as a David Njoku, give me that any day, every day, all day, anywhere. Let me know of your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below, whether or not you would entertain a David Njoku, or is this just a lot of smoke and mirror from the agent trying to utilize the Dallas Cowboys as leverage. Let me know. Post me your thoughts down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.